You've had a certain online encounter with Mr. Chitambala Mwewa of Simon Mwewa Lane, and he's facing issues with now the courts and going back and forth with the courts as well. Something that you've experienced before.
Yes.
What advice would you give to him with everything that he's going through, seeing that you've also been down this lane itself?
Mr. Mwewa is my elder brother, and I respect him so much. So, where we come from, you have to be very careful when you talk about your elders. So I would want to say it in general. If I would say something, it would be in general to say, social media is very tempting. It's very, very tempting because there is a certain freedom, that we feel. It's like we are in the space there, where you feel you are not restricted. When you're in your house with your phone, you feel you can say anything. You can say anything. You can call anyone anything. Because, you are protected by your walls. You don't imagine anyone coming into your house and attack you as you are posting something. So we see, especially these days, I'm actually very concerned with the number of allegations that are being made against people without really verifying. And this is why in my press conference, I was actually exhorting the media, like yourselves, to protect the Zambian citizens and the country by giving the true picture and even, counter some of these things so that people are safe. Because, my brother, today on social media, I know you were also trending at one point. You are also trending at one point.
Yeah.
And you trended quite a bit.
Yeah.
And, at that point, it just started, it was a personal thing and it was not very important. I just said, I just left it, let people, whatever. But, when they post you or there on social media and they say all sorts of things, it looks so true. Today, people are believing what is posted on social media by people who have no credence whatsoever to, well-established media organizations like Diamond TV. You post something on Diamond TV to say this is what it is. People will not want to believe what is written on Diamond TV. They would want to believe what was posted by some guy who has no clue. No, this is what it is. And unfortunately, some of us bloggers who have got following, some of us also jump to that. I think my advice is that those of us who have got following, I think it is important to verify some of these things that we talk about. One of the examples that I brought out in my press briefing was, for example, Dr. Simon Miti, where, it was on social media, he's a criminal. The magistrate said it is in the judgment that he should be arrested. I read through the judgment. There is nowhere where that magistrate said he should be arrested in the judgment. And the story of Kapoko, it's actually, this man is the one that reported the case. And yet it turned around that this is the man that was corrupt. And it has been running on social media. And I was just giving an example. The other one is yesterday, because this name came up, Mr. Clever Mpoha. He's one of those people that is highly spoken about. Another guy that would be, he's like Bokan Soko, for example. He's also another guy that is spoken about. In Zambia, it's like, when you get business from government, as long as you are Zambian, it is corrupt. If you have money in Zambia, then you are corrupt. And this is what social media is giving us. I don't think this is the way we should live. And I am trying to fight against that. Equally, I'm exhorting, calling upon those who have got huge following, that please, before you incriminate anyone on social media, try to verify a little bit, because with a huge following comes with a responsibility. So have that responsibility, say what it is. Somebody, of course, will tell you to say, but you, Tayali, also you had mentioned, you had spoken about a lot of people, including the former president. Of course, I've reconciled with some of these people. We have had a chat outside court. But what I can tell you is that with all the cases that I brought, I never took a case without evidence.
Okay.
If I was failed, I was failed by the processes. The processes failed me, and of course the PF also themselves failed me. But I really I was going through the length of getting the evidence and so on and so forth. And even today, if somebody would take me up to say, you said this, can we run with this case? Believe you me, with all the conditions available and everything okay, I can actually prove to people about those allegations I made. But importantly, I'm trying to say, let us avoid incriminating people without evidence.
Mr. Chilufya Tayali, thank you so much for joining us on the Diamond Breakfast Show this morning.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you.
We'll be joined by the EEP president in Chilufya Tayali, looking at various issues also brought up from his press briefing earlier on this week on Sunday.